You're taking your money, crumpling it up, and throwing it right in the trash. Hey guys, this is Zach Rebele with Reb Baseball. I have been through this process myself. My brothers and my cousins all played college baseball, and now I have a travel organization where I've helped hundreds of kids move on to the next level. Let me help you decipher what you need to do to get your kid to the next level and what is just wasting your money away. So let's get into it. So I told you to quit throwing away thousands and thousands of dollars on showcases and tournaments. But here's how you're going to do it. You have to start with a plan, okay? A plan of action. When should you start showcases? My opinion is now the schools can't talk to you until August 1st going into your junior year. So there is no reason for a freshman to start going to showcases. Once you get into your sophomore summer, right after your freshman year, you're going into your sophomore year, maybe that's a time, if you're a pretty good player, to start getting your name out there. Start hitting up the showcase scene. What I mean by that is, go to one. Get your best number on the board so people know about you, okay? Maybe two. Start getting your name out there a little bit, right? Everybody is going to multiple showcases, and why I'm telling you not to do that is, here's the first thing. If you're going to a local event, let's say it's a PBR Ohio event. There's a lot of Ohio schools. Most of the same schools show up to every single showcase. They've already seen you once. You're not going to change their mind unless you drastically got better in 2 months, okay? Go get your number, your best numbers, your best 60, your best pitching velo, your best infield velo, outfield velo, pop time, exit velocity, whatever you need to do, go get your best number one time. Once that number's up there, don't worry about it. Go train, get better, go play games, find a trainer who's gonna make you stronger, faster, better swing, work on your defense, all those kinds of things. Maybe even find a better travel ball team, spend money on that kind of thing. Find somebody who has connections to these colleges, right? Quit going to multiple showcases in 1 year. If you get your number and you haven't improved from that number, then you don't need to go back to the showcase, okay? Unless you're starting to get into your senior year and you're really trying to find a school, you do need to start hammering away a little bit more. That's not 500 showcases, that's 3 or 4 of the right schools. Find the right schools, the right showcase, okay? You should kind of know where you're at by the time you're a junior, senior, of what kind of level you're getting to. You might be borderline D1, you might be a D1 guy, you might be a Power 5 guy, you might be, you know, a Division III guy, right? You have to start being realistic with yourself and your kid on what level of play they're at, okay? So, like I said, that'll save you a bunch of money not going to every showcase. Some of these showcases are amazing. They do get you places, they get you exposure. They get you a profile on their website, but do not continue to just go through and try to keep up with the Joneses by going to every single showcase, okay? Now we're gonna talk about high-end tournaments. High-end tournaments are awesome. They do a great job. You're gonna play high-end competition, which is probably more important than getting in front of the schools when you're down there. I shouldn't say more important, but more likely. You're gonna get a better experience because you're playing higher end competition and you're gonna see how you compete. And then you can go home and work on what you need to work on. I need to get faster, stronger, you know, work on my bat speed, hand-eye coordination, fielding, whatever it is, right? You're gonna get this amazing experience from playing in these national level tournaments. Maybe schools didn't show up. Hopefully they did and they saw you and they liked you, but you can also get something else out of these tournaments, right? So I'm not saying PBR or perfect game is not something you do. I'm not saying that. I will never say that. I got a 60% scholarship from going to the World Wood Bat. A Division I coach showed up, saw me play. I played really well for 1 day, offered me 60%, okay? So it is something amazing that can happen, but you don't need to go to every single one, okay? I already told you why you don't need to go to every showcase. Here's why you don't need to go to every single national level event. When you start watching players and you're evaluating players, when you first see someone and you're looking for a good player, especially as a college coach, or even me myself as a travel ball coach looking for, you know, to add to our team to make it a little bit better roster, when you're looking for a player, you find the good in what they do. You find that he's got good hands. He moves pretty well. He's got good bat speed, whatever it is. As you see them more and more and more, your mindset changes. You start nitpicking things. You say, okay, well, I noticed, yeah, he's got good bat speed. We already know that. But now I've seen him again, and what doesn't he do well? And all of a sudden they start nitpicking every single thing that you don't do as well, okay? So there's no reason to go to 9 national level events a year. 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, those are fine, okay? You're probably not gonna see the same exact schools. But if you're going to 9, 10 national level events and you see the same people, they're gonna start figuring out what your weaknesses are and then tell themselves why they don't like you. Okay, that's a real thing. Now, obviously, if you're a national level player and you're absolutely dominant, well, then everybody's going to love you. You're not going to have any issues with this. But if you're on the borderline of playing at a certain school and they continue to see you, you might lose that, that initial excitement about you, and they might start trying to find ways of where you lack, right? So that can hurt you. So you don't have to travel and spend all these thousands of dollars every single weekend. Okay. Another thing is, like I said before, find somebody with connections. Why is that so important? Because a guy who is a trusted person in the industry that colleges trust, respect, and know he tells the truth about his players, they can make a call and say, hey, so-and-so loves your school, he wants to go there, he has the grades, and he's good enough to play there, right? The school will then either show up, depending on the relationship with the coach, either just show up to a game, or maybe if they see you at a showcase, they're going to make sure they watch you. And that's the most important thing that can happen. There's so many thousands of kids that these colleges are looking for, right? Are looking through, sifting through for who's going to match their program. When a coach who they respect can say, hey, this kid's for you, that goes a long way. Right? Especially with where the transfer portal is at right now, all these coaches are looking for college guys. They're not looking for high school kids right now. It's pretty crazy. It's the Wild West right now. So now more than ever, it is so important to get somebody in your corner who is a trusted person. They can be a travel ball coach who has contacts all over the country. They can be an outside person. I'm not saying go find NCSA or whatever it's called. A lot of that is crap because you have to think about it this way. If it's my job to get you to school and that's how I get paid, right? You pay me $5,000, I get you to a school, I'm gonna call every single person I can to get you to that school. If I'm a travel ball coach and it's my job to make you better as a player and help you on to the next thing, it's not my livelihood on the line if I get you to a school, okay? I don't have to make every call and say, get him here, come see this guy, come see this guy. So inherently, I have a better connection with these colleges because they know my life's not on the line. It's not how I make my money, right? So they know I'm not gonna lie. And that's where you have to find the right person, somebody who's not gonna lie about their players, because this is how it works. If I have a Division III level player and I go to a Division I school and I say, come watch this kid, he's for you, he can play at your school. And the Division I school shows up and goes, oh my God, he has no chance of playing here. My reputation as a coach goes down. Now, when I have a Division I level player, I make the same call, the Division I coach is gonna say, oh, here we go, he's gonna give me this Division III level guy again. So we don't lie about our players. You need somebody who has trust and respect and who can do something like that. We're not gonna lie about our players. I'm gonna tell the truth to the colleges. He's not good at this, but he's decent at this, right? He's probably more a Division II level player, but if you like him, here's what he's good at, right? I'm never gonna tell him he's not good enough if they're asking. But I'm gonna give him, hey, he's lacking here, he needs to work on this, and then let them decide for themselves. But if I have a guy who I think is good enough, I will tell him straight up, I think this dude can play at your school. Okay, so that's how it works. Save your money, put it into something else that's gonna give you a better return on investment, which everybody seems to wanna talk about these days. Okay, so real quick, last thing on that, return on investment. There's not that many scholarships out there. If you think you're gonna walk into a Power 5 school and get a full ride, you are sadly mistaken. I'm pretty sure there's no such thing. They only get however many scholarships, 11 point something, right? Whatever the number is. It's not enough to give everybody a full ride. It's not football. A lot of times they're given 25%, 33%. Anything above 33% is a massive scholarship, okay? So make sure your son or you, if I'm talking to a player, make sure you get your grades. That is how you can earn more scholarship money. It is so important to make sure you get good grades. Not only does it show the coach that you have discipline, but it also shows that, or also tells them, I don't have to give you as big of a baseball scholarship because you're already getting so much academic money, and it helps them go longer with other players and make their team better. So it's an added bonus. You want to stack all the chips you can in your corner, okay? So I hope you guys learned a little bit today. I posted on a Facebook group and had 400 comments and 400 likes and some negative comments and some positive comments. So I did want to get this video out here and try to explain how we look at going through this process as somebody who's been through it, had brothers and cousins who all played in college, and do it now as a travel ball organization to help our kids get to the next level. Thanks, guys. So, you can subscribe down below. Please leave a comment if you like this, have any questions about what I'm talking about, or want to see something else in the future. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know, and I would love to explain that for you. So thank you, guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace.